everybody, and welcome to the annual Footy Facts ASMR End of Season Award Show. Thank you. I am your host, Footy Facts, and tonight is going to be a very, very special night. We've all been looking forward to this day since the season started. It's the best night of the year. We're going to have a lot of fun, and of course we're going to see some of the most prestigious awards in football being handed out tonight. Thank you so much for your attendance. I can see we are sold out tonight, which is incredible. Round of applause everybody. Of course, make yourself comfortable, nice and relaxed. We've got refreshments on your tables. Food will be coming later on as well. And don't miss the after party as well. But remember, you need a VIP ticket for the after party. So yeah, I'm looking at you, Q.Season. No sneaking in. I got my security guard, Agent 14.7, who will escort you out if you try anything. Anyways, those of you who actually have a VIP ticket, Matthew, Martin, James, Big Bushman, Luke, Mark, and all the other VIPs, thank you very much for the support, and I look forward to seeing you there. And for all you bums who didn't get a VIP ticket, well, make sure if you want to come to the after party next year, subscribe and I'll personally send you a VIP ticket. Okay, now all the welcomes are out the way, it's time to find out what awards we have to offer tonight. So without further ado, here are your Premier League 23-24 Alternative Awards. Up for grabs tonight, we have the biggest decline of the season, the worst club of the season, the best troll of the season, the best quote of the season, the worst VAR decision of the season, the biggest head loss of the season, the biggest bottle job of the season, and of course the coveted prize, the award bigger, more prestigious than the Ballon d'Or. It is of course the worst player of the 23-24 Premier League season. But that's not it. Tonight, for the very first time, we have a new award, and it's going to be a Legacy Award. This award is called the Most Improved Trash Player of the Season. This will go to the most improved of our Trash Hall of Fame. Of course, those are the players who are regular features at the Trash Awards, but for this year have finally not been trash enough to be nominated for another award. But we wanted to commemorate those legends and give them an award. So, now we know the award's up for grabs. Now we have everybody in their seats, nice and comfortable. It's time to begin the 23-24 Premier League Alternative Awards. So, up first is the award for the biggest decline of the season. This award goes to a player who has changed public perception on them this season. Many people at the start of the year viewed them as good, great players who would never be in this award show, but this season has seen an incredible improvement in their form, and now they are truly shocking players. So here are your nominees for the biggest decline of the 23-24 season. Raheem Sterling, for being in the England squad as a regular starter at the beginning of the season, to now being benched by one of our Trash Hall of Famers, Mikhailo Mudryk. Casemiro, for being one of the best DMs in the world, to being literally worse than Johnny Evans. And Marcus Rashford, for being compared to Kylian Mbappe, to now where he has had more controversies than goals this season. So, the winner of the biggest decline of the 23-24 season is Casemiro. Congratulations to Casemiro, it's been a great year for him. A once three-peat UCL winner who is now being cooked every single week, even by mid-table teams. That is sensational work by him, and he is well deserving of our first award tonight. Another round of applause please for Casemiro. Okay, so Casemiro is our first award winner of the evening, but who will be our second? The next award is for the worst club of the season. This is an award that goes to a football club in the Premier League who have redefined what it means to be trash this year. The word embarrassment is a very soft word to describe these clubs. These clubs are a disgrace to football and an abomination to the sport. With that being said, here are your nominees for worst club of the season. Sheffield United, for conceding over 100 goals, losing 8-0, 6-0 and 5-0 4 times, and conceding 5 goals or more in 4 straight home games. Manchester United, for getting battered every single week by mid-table clubs and having about 5 good performances this entire season. And Nottingham Forest, for hiring a VAR analyst only for him to step down after a month and none of their VAR decisions getting better, and they accuse the Premier League of match fixing. So, the winner for worst club of the season 23-24 is Sheffield United. Yep, it has been an incredible year for Sheffield, who have had one of the worst seasons in Premier League history. Despite tough competition from Man United and Forest, Sheffield earned this award, and at least they have something to cheer about this season. Alright then, we are well and truly underway in this award ceremony, and I think we keep the ball rolling by going straight into our third award of the night, the Best Troll. This is a very special award, and one which is held in high regard in the football realm. This is for a player or manager who have gone out their way this season to wind up every single person possible. Everybody loves a good troll, and there have been some good ones this season, that's for sure. So let's take a look at who's nominated for Best Troll of the season. Neil Mopay, for copying James Maddison's celebration after scoring at Spurs. Neil Mopay, for dragging himself on the floor in order to get Emi Martinez sent off. Neil Mopay, for swapping shirts with Scott McTominay and posting on Twitter, "This fan was desperate for my shirt." And finally Neil Mopay, after Anthony shushed commentary and saying on Twitter, "Just for the record, not even I would do this." And the winner for Best Troll of the season is Neil Mopay. Well done to Neil, this is his 4th consecutive year of winning this award, and he has actually set a new record this year with 4 separate nominations. Usually he only has about 3, but this season was a particularly special year for his wind-up antics, and he continues to dominate the troll industry. Massive props to Mopay for yet another successful year of trolling and winding up almost every football fan and player. Okay then, up next we have a new award, an award we never did in our previous award shows, but I feel is necessary, and that is Quote of the Season. This is for the best quote from a player player or manager this season where they have truly made themselves look like an absolute clown and are talking pure waffle. So let's see who our nominees are for quote of the season. Erik ten Hag. We are one of the most dynamic and entertaining teams in the league. We are creating loads of chances by playing good football. This is in the mix of Man United getting absolutely battered every single week. Erik ten Hag. We are maybe not so good in shots against, but in goals conceded we are good, and it's all about that. They are the numbers that count. Despite Man United giving up over 600 shots this season, the second most in the league, almost the same as Sheffield United. And Erik ten Hag, after beating Championship Coventry on penalties, football is about results. We made it to the final and deserved it. We lost control for 20 minutes and were very lucky in the end, but we made it to the final. That is a huge achievement. I would say it's overperforming with all the problems we have had. And the winner for quote of the season is Erik ten Hag. Honestly, an incredible achievement for ten Hag here. He's the king of stupid quotes. He would have won this last year if we had this award in place with his era comes to an end line, but this year he's kept it up, and if he carries on like this, we may even have to rename this award the Ten Hag Waffler of the Year. But that's for next year. For now, enjoy your award, Eric. You want to give a few words? I think it's only right, you know. No, actually, yeah, probably that's not a good decision. We don't want to bore you to death. Okay, right. Up next is a classic award, the worst VAR decision of the season. It's a fan's favourite, this award, and one of those where it's so hard to produce just a list of nominees, let alone pick a winner, as there are so many mess-ups, but it has to be done. So we've narrowed it down. So here are your nominees for worst VAR decision of the season. Romero's red card versus Chelsea, Visa's penalty versus Nottingham Forest, Newcastle's goal versus Arsenal, Onana's Superman punch on Sasa Kalajdzic, Doku's foul on McAllister, Nathan Ake's goal versus Fulham, the drop ball to Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest, Wolves' disallowed goal versus West Ham, Kovacic's red card versus Arsenal, Odegaard's handball versus Liverpool, the Nottingham Forest Everton game, Romero's handball versus Man United, Mudrik's penalty versus Burnley, West Ham's penalty versus Sheffield United, Bowley's red card versus Bournemouth, and finally Luis Diaz offside versus Spurs. So yeah, I've narrowed it down to those few, and here is your winner for worst VAR decision of 23-24. It is Luis Diaz. Congratulations to Liverpool and Luis Diaz for this an insane decision with offside, which was hilarious to watch, to be honest. Just absolutely comical, especially when you hear the audio afterwards. Shout out to Wolves though, who have been shagged pretty much every game, but that offside call was just so bad that it had to win this award. But massive props to all of the VAR and referees in the Prem this season, because they have really been something else this year. So, now we have our VAR decision award gone, it's time to give out the biggest head loss award. This is for a player or manager who absolutely lost their heads and have gone crazy. Everybody loves a rattled player or a manager, and this year we've seen some fantastic head losses. So let's take a look at our nominees. Nottingham Forest Twitter admin for accusing the VAR against Everton of being a Luton fan. Ange Postecoglou for losing his mind in the game at the fans and also after the game versus Man City, claiming the foundations of the club are not right and finally realising what club he actually manages. And Mikel Arteta for losing his mind versus Newcastle earlier in the season, labelling it an absolute disgrace and saying, "I feel embarrassed because of the VAR decision." And the winner for biggest head loss of the season is Nottingham Forest Twitter admin. To be honest, this isn't just the admin, it's the whole club who lost their mind, including the owner, Mark Clattenburg, Nuno. Everybody went crazy after that Everton game. What makes this head loss even sweeter is in the end, it didn't matter at all, as Forest stayed up and Luton went down. So it's a head loss for absolutely no reason, which is why they are our winners. Alright then, we are flying through these awards now, and we have just 3 awards remaining. These last 3 are pretty big as well. The next one is the biggest bottle job of the year award. This is a big prize. A prize which last year was given to Arsenal for their insane bottle of the league title, so you know the standards are high for this award. And don't worry, this year we've had some incredible bottlers too. So let's take a look at our nominees. Newcastle United for being 1-0 up versus 10 men Liverpool in the 80th minute at home and still losing 2-1. Manchester United for being 3-2 up in the 99th minute versus Chelsea and losing 4-3. And finally, Luton Town for being 3-0 up at half-time versus Bournemouth and losing the game 4-3. This is a really tough one, but a winner has been decided. Our winner for biggest bottle job of the season 23-24 is Manchester United. An incredible achievement for Manchester United. After narrowly losing Worst Club of the Year, they do finally get an award for the whole club to celebrate, as they are the biggest bottle jobs of this season. It was tough, but Luton, it is expected they might bottle a 3-0 lead, as they are pretty bad, but for Man United to bottle a lead versus a trash Chelsea team is enough to win the award, and fair play to them, because this is turning into a great night for them, with Casemiro and Eric Ten Hag, and now the entire club winning an award. Could there still be more? Well, let's find out as we move on to the biggest award of the night. The moment you've all been waiting for. The ultimate prize in football. The award Messi and Ronaldo are yet to win. The award that has eluded them all their career and they have been chasing it. It is the worst player of the season. Now, we've had some fantastic winners of this award in previous years who have gone on to achieve great things, such as Loris Karius, Phil Jones, and of course our most recent winner, Harry Maguire. But I can confirm, for the first time in 4 years, Harry Maguire will not be on the nominees this year. Yep, I know. It's a shock and it's sad, but unfortunately, it's not been the best year for Maguire, as he's fallen off a bit from his usual trash standards, and as a result, hasn't made the nominees list. But don't worry, the final award of the night, he will be there for sure. Anyways, if Maguire isn't on this list, then you're probably wondering who is. Well, it's time to reveal our nominees for the worst player of the 23-24 Premier League season. Sofian Amrabat for coming in as the Moroccan Busquets and then being replaced by an 18-year-old kid and playing one game in 2024. Calvin Phillips for sitting on the Man City bench for another half a season and then resurrecting his career at West Ham in January by sitting on the bench for them for half a season. And Anthony for Amad Diallo in one game versus Newcastle, getting more goal contributions than Anthony has the entire season. So, here it is. Our worst player of the Premier League season for 23-24 is Anthony. Well done to Anthony. He is our worst player of the season. What a moment for him, his family and his girlfriend. For him and his family, he is the worst player of the season. I mean, it's just an incredibly exceptional year to cost over 80 million and have one goal and one assist all Premier League season, and not even been injured as well. Wow, truly sensational stuff. Not to mention his antics versus Coventry, shushing their players. He is one of the most shameless guys known to man, and honestly his performances this season mean he's almost guaranteed to enter the Trash Hall of Fame once he retires. So, tonight is his night. He is the worst player of 23-24. Man United pick up yet another award in a remarkable season for them and their players. Once again, massive congrats to Anthony. So then, our most coveted prize is gone. That means we have just one more award to hand out tonight. Has everybody enjoyed the ceremony? Yeah? That's great. Well, as I mentioned, don't worry, it's not over yet. We still have one more award to give out. And this, as I said at the start of the evening, is a legacy award. Now, we've been doing these awards for quite a while now, and over the years, we had a lot of familiar faces at these awards. But as we all know, all good things come to an end. And as you have probably seen tonight, a lot of our Trash Hall of Famers from previous years have not been nominated for an award tonight. But we cannot ignore or forget their contributions to this ceremony, which they have done for many years. They were the founding fathers of trash and need to be recognised. It would feel weird not to give one of them an award, so for that reason we are introducing the most improved trash player of the season. This is an award that goes to a Hall of Fame trash player who this season has improved and is no longer a trash Hall of Famer. So, our nominees are Richarlison, for going from more disallowed goals than actual goals last season to hitting double digits for goals this year. Neil Mopey, for getting 0 goals last season and now scoring 6. And of course, Harry Maguire, for winning worst player of the season last year to now not even being mentioned for an award, despite Man United being nominated for almost every award. So, the winner, the inaugural winner of the very first most improved trash player of the year is Harry Maguire. Yes, the fans' favourite himself. Some say the GOAT of these trash awards. Harry Maguire has graduated from a trash school and is no longer a trash footballer. He is now an improved trash footballer. What a transformation from Maguire. And although it's sad to see him not winning the all-important Worst Player of the Year award, I do feel like a proud dad presenting this award to him, as he's developed and grown into a much less trash player Still pretty bad, but much less trash footballer. And full credit to the GOAT, Harry Maguire. So then folks, on that note, I think that's a perfect way to end this ceremony. Harry Maguire, the man who we dedicated an entire series to on this channel, is the last man to receive an award tonight. But let's run through our award winners one last time. The biggest decline of 23-24, Casemiro. The worst club of the season, Sheffield United. The best troll of the season, Neil Mopey. The best quote of the season, Eric Ten Hag. The worst VAR decision of the season, Luis Diaz. The biggest head loss of the season, Nottingham Forest Twitter admin. The biggest bottle drop of the season, Manchester United. The worst player of the season, Anthony. And the most improved trash player of the season, Harry Maguire. And there it is. Those are your winners for the 23-24 Alternative Premier League Awards. I really hope everybody has enjoyed tonight. I see some of you in the back sleeping, which is great because you are never going to be invited here ever again. But for those of you who are still awake, please on your way out press that button that looks like a thumb and also the red one which says subscribe. And for those of you who already did that before I even asked, I will see you at the after party. Good night everybody, sleep well, and well done once again to our award winners.